Travel enthusiasts everywhere, greetings to you. Today, I will tell you about one of the places you must visit in Georgia. The subject is certainly clear. There is something called the Caucasus Mountains, where there is something known as Kazbegi in Georgia. This area has an indescribable amount of nature and beauty. You talk about waterfalls, you talk about mountains, you talk about highlands, you talk about viewpoints, you talk about highlands, you talk about mountains, you talk about highlands, 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 you talk about highlands. Whether it's mineral water or swimming in mineral water, for anyone thinking of coming here, there are 4 ways to get here. The first way is to rent a car from Tbilisi and drive here, as this is honestly the best option for transportation. The second option is to contact a travel agent and arrange for a driver and car to take you to these places while you are in the safe site. The third option is to take a group tour organized by the travel agent, which goes from Tbilisi and returns on the same day. The fourth important option is public transportation, which includes marshrutkas or minibuses. However, since the area has a lot to offer, I recommend staying for about 2 to 3 days, as there are also cable cars and many activities to do. So follow me and enjoy this video until the end, because you will definitely see something you will like. And let's go to Kazbegi. The drive to Kazbegi takes about 3 to 3.5 hours, and there are villages along the way, allowing you to see many beautiful views. There are also many halal restaurants, cafes, and shisha spots along the route. If you have a car or a private driver, you can stop whenever you want, because there are plenty of beautiful sights to see along the way. What makes the trip special is to go in the morning to enjoy the atmosphere, as the road to Kazbegi is very enjoyable. Look at this view along the way. This is the road to Kazbegi. Do you see this Photoshop picture? This is a live painting right here on the road, and this is still the world. I mean, the world is beautiful. And here you have water. You can drink water directly from the spring in front of you. The best taste you can experience directly. Oh my eyes, oh my night. The first thing you should know here is that the Kazbegi area is not just one region. It is a large area with many villages. Since it is near the Russian border, you will find villages everywhere. Therefore, the first thing you need to know is exactly where to go in which village. The second important thing is, hey everyone, the villages here are like a restaurant in themselves. I'm currently in a place that I want to show you. I'm in a village whose name I didn't even know, thanks to one of my friends who came here. The atmosphere is really calm. Look at this view surrounding the village. It's a very small and simple village. There was even a children's playground with a soccer and basketball court. But where do they play? Where do they play? Where exactly do they live? This is all real play, guys. Okay. Its name is Kuli Sixta. Of course, it's a very quiet village. There's nothing much here, but as you can see, the natural scenery is amazing. The nice thing is that the village has everything. Electricity, water, gas. So honestly, it's quite luxurious. However, this village is not considered a tourist village at all. So we are all living here as Georgians, and they speak Russian, Georgian, and a little English. There are a few places you can stay here, but the big well-known village is called Kazbegi, or Stepansminda, and we should go there. But I wanted to show you that you can even find more than one option to come here and enjoy this atmosphere if you like tranquility. Here is another view of the village and the enchanting overlook of this river. And you also have the main village here that takes you up to the heights.
The life in the village is simple, beautiful, and very enjoyable. here we are heading to Shu Stepan Minda, which is the main village here in the Kazbegi area. And now we have arrived at Stepan Minda, the main village in Kazbegi. There are nice things here. You can find a supermarket, a pharmacy, hospitals, hotels, and restaurants. They are not like the restaurants in the quiet villages. For example, here is a supermarket where you can also pay with a card. This is for exchange. Look, there is also a restaurant that serves mandi, and the food is halal. Here is a village here and 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 a village here. Of course, the important thing here when you come to Kazbegi is to follow the weather, as you can see beautiful views. But sometimes your longing is like a cloud, and this square, as you have seen, has restaurants, cafes, and everything. Of course, one of the things I used to do here, which is very important, is that I go to the church that is above, and this is it. Here, they will take you to a certain point where people inside the car pay, and of course they get there through one-day sightseeing trips. I expect that the travel company will provide the car to take you to the viewpoint, because the scenery is amazing, as you get a 360-degree view. You also need to pay attention to the weather, to ensure the view is stunning. God willing, we are going there. Let's see what happens. Now I also want to take you to some of the famous places here. Of course, regarding accommodation, I will provide you with a video description of more than 4 or 5 suitable places that you can book directly through Booking. But now, I will enter the village from inside for a very simple and wonderful stroll. Here is the hotel. And viewers, it's a great place to stay. It has a terrace. And this hotel is special because of its terrace. Look at the atmosphere and the cafe and restaurant. At the same time, you can come in here and see the amazing terrace. Thank you for watching. You can absolutely come here even if you don't want to go to the porch, and you can see this breathtaking view and enjoy it on these mountains. These mountains, and on 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 these mountains. And there are also ATVs, and someone else wants to do ATV tours, but he asks about them. If you pass through a village called Gudauri, this is the road. This is the climb, guys and girls. There is no joke, but there is fun when you take the harder road, which is known by those who take it, and there is additional enjoyment. These views are just snacks to witness from above. As an appetizer for you to prepare for the magical views, as you can see, this is real, not a joke at all, but enjoyable. Here we are finally getting close to the promised place. The topic is worth it because the views will take you on this road that comes from the cars. And this is the view. Maybe the clouds are a bit low, but the view truly captivates the family. It really deserves every step you take. Of course, look at these views. Oh my God, Oh my God. And here is the village. We were right here. And there's the church. There is something beautiful here. We see the heritage of the silver mines, which is truly the final destination. Wow, wow.
Wow.
One of the important activities you can do here in the Caucasus Mountains and the main village of Stepantsminda is to visit a private swimming pool that is created for the mineral water, free of charge, with a luxurious view of the mountains. Let me show you now. The important point that today we cleared the pool because there were some algae that needed to be cleaned. This is the pool, which has mineral water, and here you can see a little bit of foam, and this is your view. Of course, all of this is free. I will write its name below. Panashti Swimming Pool Mineral Swimming Pool. However, today it is not full, but if you come here and want to enjoy special mineral water with this view, it is worth it. Today we are cleaning it, so that's the situation here. Another important thing is that when you come to this place, there is this water, not just drinking water. This is mineral water that also has gas. Therefore, you are drinking nature directly, and it is naturally sparkling mineral water.
Now we will try the famous food here in Georgia, which is sparkling mineral water. They bought it from the supermarket, but they also used to get it for free directly from nature. Its taste is very distinctive because it is not ordinary water. We are talking about sparkling water with a slight mineral flavor. Yes, it is definitely worth it. You must try it in Georgia.
We headed to an area called Gudauri, which is very famous here for its cable car. This cable car takes you up to more than 6,200 meters and costs about 35 lari for a round trip. It operates from 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. and after that, there are no more rides. So, 35 lari for a round trip means you're talking about $12. Here, you can see the entire cable car. And now, this is the view of the place so you can be in the picture. This is why I didn't take the cable car yet. Look at this beauty and charm. Today, the weather is sunny. And now we are going to take the cable car. This is the beginning of our journey. There is also a cable car from which you can see a waterfall, one of the waterfalls located here. This second station is called Gudauri. Of course, this is a well-known skiing area in winter, but in summer it is not as busy. As you can see, the views are still beautiful. In the month of August, there is a little snow on the ground because this area is the highest elevation of the second station here. So you have a bit of what you call a glacier, ice, 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 young people. Let's continue to the next stage. And now we have arrived at Gudauri, one of the most famous high-altitude places where you can live with the sheep. It's a small village that will surprise you very much after the amazing cable car here. The cable car is here, and the village is quite young, meaning there aren't many things to do. Even the bars and restaurants are very light. Of course, this is a winter destination, so people come here for skiing in the winter, which is why there isn't much going on in the summer. Also, you have the lake. Look at what activities you can do, like surfing. And of course, you can see it from above. Look, this is impressive. And the slopes are counted, and you have the whole bio here. All of this is your bio. And it slid down. Of course, there is also paragliding here. If you complete the barbecue, it is very beautiful, because it is a stunning green meadow. Honestly, the barbecue here is worth it, and the tranquility is amazing. This is the village of Gudauri, which is the end of the cable car. As you can see, this village has a European style because it is a winter ski resort, as there is little activity in the summer compared to the winter. But as you can see, the views remain stunning, enjoyable, and truly amazing. Look, look, look. Here we have arrived at Gudauri. As you can see, it is a small village with a European style. By the way, you can also come here by car if you want. There is also a shawarma restaurant here. As you can see how the atmosphere is. Cute. Now I will show you the place, but I wanted to show you the location and the atmosphere as a village. Of course, there are also places to stay, and they are beautiful in winter. I expect it will be very beautiful. Now I will show you the place. First, I will show you the village in its entirety. Here are your beautiful houses, of course. There is a lovely path you used to walk down to go and see. Indeed, this is very clear. These are your houses, as you remember. Now, we will take a scenic tour of the village. Of course, there are bars and even a supermarket here, Spar and Mestari, with tourist prices that are quite high, as you can see in the picture. However, the charming style of this village makes it feel like a ghost town, because everything is prepared for winter. Ski equipment rental is available here, and it is seasonal, unlike other places that are seasonal in the summer. As you can see, tourism here in Gudauri is more focused on the winter season. It's all about skiing and not skiing and these things. But I like the architecture. It's quite nice, and you can feel it and experience it fully. However, there isn't much to do, honestly. Ski instructors are available, and we have plenty of hotels. And the culture? These hotels are also here, but there is also this supermarket, so you can buy your supplies easily from here.
So fucking good.
In fact, one of the most important activities you can do here in Kazbegi is just to walk. For example, if you take a walk along the road to Jota village, do you see this enjoyment? Do you see this beauty? Oh my God, it's very beautiful. It's amazing. It's stunning. Honestly, I am capturing you in natural places because the view is truly amazing. The scenery is beautiful, guys. It's something that, I swear by God, is unreal. It feels like you are in a dream world, trying to connect reality with nature, beauty, and scenery. It's something incredible, and I am genuinely amazed by the existence of such beauty. Everyone, this is the earthly paradise. Hey, so I made this video by myself. I mean, I did hitchhiking here. It was really a kind of adventure, honestly. We don't see the cows here, just lounging around all day, like this again. It's really something. I mean, honestly, it's absolutely, truly something extraordinary. Just look at this here. Look at the water stream coming down from the mountain. Walking here is truly like walking in paradise. Just take a moment to appreciate it all. And this right here is indeed what we call an amazing view of Jota village. After all this exhaustion, I went hiking, and I couldn't see the views. Glory be to you, my lord. What does it mean without friends? This village has places to stay, meaning it's a village with accommodations. Just look at how it is.
Finally, after a long journey, I finally reached Jota village after walking, which was quite a struggle for about 3 hours. And how can you not crave this beautiful and absolutely natural view without any Photoshop or filters? Here it is, Jota village. On the road, everyone is in Jota village. This whole path is a challenge. Wow, look at that mountain, it's huge.
Even in the horse they came out, wow. Here it is. As you can see, this is a hotel. You have cabins here, and there is food in Jota village. And this is the beautiful and enjoyable river. Look at the water, which is clear. These are all quality freedoms. I finally decided to sit at this cafe and bar that is located directly above the river. It is both a sufficient and a bar event. Here, Georgian pastries are around $5. Coffee is about $2, and therefore the prices are very reasonable. In addition, you have the view, which is right here with you, and this is my coffee with Georgian cookies, and this perspective. Of course, here you have this village, but you can't just go anywhere. You need to head up to this place above to see the views and get the complete view. Unfortunately, I was a bit late. You need to be there by 6 to find a taxi or to return, so you have to be there early. But there is a nice ascent. It's not an easy climb. They told me it's about 1 kilometer, and they said it's actually a step up there where there are restaurants, cafes, and views along the way up. The way is not easy at all, but it is definitely worth every effort. You can absolutely take a horse if you are determined. I finally arrived. This is the place. The subject is truly worthy. Glory be to you, my lord. There is no God but Allah. Look at this beauty. It is incredible. There is no God but Allah. Oh Allah, there is Allah. There are also horses here. Wow, do you see? Honestly, you truly deserve all the effort and intensity, and of course, the thrill here. Even at the camp, people come to camp. You can camp with them. But you see, with this magnificent mountain, you definitely deserve all the hard work that has been put in. This is the camp from the inside. You can rent a tent from them for 60 lari or about $22, or you can bring your own tent for around $11. Of course, we have this amazing view here, but there is a restaurant where you can take your money with you and not ask them for anything. As you can see, this is it. Oh my God, the place is stunning. Here is one of the beautiful and serene waterfalls known as the majestic Arka waterfall. The hike will take approximately about 20 minutes. The beginning is challenging and steep, but you need perseverance and determination. Along the way, you will find delicious and juicy wild berries that you can pick and eat. Oh, what a truly wonderful delight. We play, and this is the waterfall. The house is beautiful, yes, but the hike is not easy. I mean, I can't say it's very difficult, but it's also not easy. So it seemed like we were determined. We could have taken an easier path from there, but we chose the harder one with our extraordinary intelligence. The food was enjoyable, and so on, so we had a great time.
And finally, we carried it and reached the waterfall called Arsha Waterfall. The hike was, I would say, moderate to difficult, honestly, but enjoyable. Here is Arsha Waterfall. This is the beautiful view high. Here is the waterfall directly